Art can tell a story. Just look at this piece from African-American artist Woodruff. He uses visual image to capture universal cultural truths and aspirations. Woodruff is just one of several of the most important current and historic African-American artists featured in an exhibition at UMES. And here to tell us more is Gallery Director and Instructor of Fine Arts at UMES, Susan Holt. Thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting me
here. So this is all part of the celebration of Black History Month.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at UMES, we always try to have some exhibition in the gallery that celebrates either current or past important African-American artists.
Yes, and you have a theme for this particular exhibition. It's community? Community,
yeah, which is really an important and reoccurring theme in African-American art history. For a lot of artists, community is inspiring. Community is something that needs to be celebrated, and also sometimes it's something that brings people together.
Sure, sure. Now, we had mentioned Woodruff, one of the artists. Tell us about this particular artist.
Well, the piece that you showed was a series, part of a series that he did. The African-American community in rural areas about the time of the 20s, sort of the Harlem Renaissance era, and just shows people doing sort of everyday activities. Like this case, I think it's called the Sunday Promenade, people walking in town sort of after church activities and just kind of, talking to each other and showing off their best clothes and that kind of thing.
It kind of gives you a feeling that you're part of that community that's being portrayed.
Yeah, kind of a slice of life thing.
Slice of life, yeah. Now, you also have some contemporary artists, one of them being Alfred Kincaid.
Yes, and he's really the artist that is kind of the celebrated artist of this exhibition. He's an Atlanta-based artist who is very popular and very kind of hot right now in the art world. And I met him last summer at an exhibition in Baltimore at Gallery Mirtis, and he talked about his process. So he lives in the city of Atlanta, and he does portraits of neighborhood folk who he meets and gets to know, and he photographs them, and then they pose for him, and he does these really intricate and fascinating technique of sort of combining traditional drawing with some, splattered paint or smeared paint, and he really gets to know the individuals. And so we have a couple of examples of his work in the exhibition.
Having all of this together at UMES is pretty significant. Where do you get the pieces?
Well, I kind of hunted down Alfred Kincaid after I met him last summer, and he agreed to lend us a few pieces. The other works of art are on generous loan from Morgan State University's Museum of Art, and they have an amazing collection of African-American art. And so these are really big names, and they were willing to lend them to us for the exhibition, so we're very grateful to Morgan State. Yeah.
And one name that I know our viewers are probably familiar with is Paul Sketch Boyd, and he's actually going to do
the Artist Talk. This
yeah.
Thursday, the 20th, at 11 o'clock. He's going to be in the gallery. We're going to put a bunch of chairs in the gallery. It's a very casual kind of Artist Talk. People can bring their lunch, and we'll have some refreshments. And he'll just talk about his experience of working with the community to create a work of art that's so important to our community.
Yeah, because he did the mural.
He did the mural on 13 on Church Street.
Yeah, which we followed. It's so amazing.
Yeah, that process was really amazing. I felt so sorry for him this summer in
that
heat.
Yeah.
But he said people would come up to him and bring him cool drinks and things and chat with him. So again, it's celebrating community, but the process involves the community.
Sure, sure. So what do you hope people will take away from this exhibition?
I guess the importance of community, viewing other communities in different places in different times, and realizing, I guess we're just celebrating the fact that we're all in this together.
Yeah, sure.
and how these themes are important to all of us.
Very much so. All right, so it's happening through March 12th.
Yes.
At UMES at the
Mosley Gallery, and the hours are 10 to 4, Monday through Friday. If you would like to have me there and talk to a group, for example, I'm available.
Oh.
Our website is mosleygallery.com, and you can contact me through that, get further information.
And of course, Paul Sketch Boyd will be there Thursday at 11 a.m.
At 11 o'clock, yes.
All right. Susan Holt, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Delmarva Life, stay with us.